name is Jasmine, and I want to share with you the creepiest story of my life. When I was just 16, my dad took a job in another state, so our family had to move. We lived in an apartment where only a single wall separated our place from our neighbors. At first, it worried us that we would hear our neighbors through the single wall division. But it turned out fine because our neighbors were actually really thoughtful and quiet. Plus, a really handsome boy my age lived next door. If you've ever had a really good-looking neighbor you had a crush on, like this video and hit subscribe. And if you smash that notification bell to receive updates, that gorgeous neighbor of yours will surely notice you. Trust me, it works. The boy next door was Liam. He was eye candy for sure, but he was such a snob. I said hi to him several times and attempted to start a conversation, but he would always ignore me. It wasn't just me, though. We went to the same school, and Liam ignored everybody. What an antisocial jerk. Regardless, I made sure that I walked to school behind him every day. Gosh, even his broad back was gorgeous. Aside from getting to see my handsome neighbor Liam every single day, I quickly gained friends in my new school. Everything was going well for me, until that night when I first heard the weird noises in my room. It started as a low crunching sound. At first, I kind of thought it was just rats. I mean, I'm not the tidiest person I know. I eat chips in my bed sometimes, so I thoroughly cleaned my room over the weekend. However, the sound continued, and soon the munching turned into sniffing. I noticed that it happened every evening from midnight until 3 in the morning. I kept this incident from my family, but I told my friends about it, which just made my fears. They said that it wasn't the first time something creepy happened in our complex, and that in the very apartment that my family was renting, a lovelorn woman killed herself many years back. They even said that this woman was rumored to steal the souls of men. After that, I couldn't sleep at night anymore. The weird munching and sniffing continued. I noticed that it came from my closet, so I stayed under my sheets and covered my ears as I heard those awful sounds each night. I convinced myself that I was safe because, after all, this ghost was into men's souls, and I'm a girl, so I should be okay. A few weeks after that, we heard devastating news. Liam had disappeared. His friends frantically searched for him everywhere. No one knew where he was last seen. The police had no leads. It was as if Liam vanished into thin air. Rumors spread that the ghost of our apartment complex had taken him. My fear grew stronger. I asked my parents if I could sleep with them instead of in my room, but they told me that I'm just imagining things.
Jasmine, there's no such thing as ghosts. Stop believing those rubbish rumors your classmates tell you. Those noises are most likely our neighbors watching TV.
My dad said. What kind of TV show repeatedly makes munching and sniffing sounds every evening at midnight? And how do you explain Liam's sudden disappearance? I argued with my parents, but they forced me to go back to my room. Weeks went by. I wasn't sleeping properly since that incident, and my physical and mental health was greatly affected. I was always sleepy in class, and I couldn't focus on the lessons. Entering my room scared me so much that I had panic attacks sometimes. Finally, my parents took my issues seriously. One evening at midnight, they went into my room and heard those weird sounds too. My dad decided to open my closet with a sledgehammer, and we couldn't believe what we saw. Crouched inside one of the shelves was Liam, eating biscuits and crying. He was so surprised that he had been discovered. He tried to run away, but my dad caught him, and we brought him to his parents next door, who then immediately took Liam to the hospital. That was a little confusing to us, but we later found out that Liam was suffering from schizophrenia. Lately, his moods and feelings have been suddenly changing, and he was supposed to stay in a psychiatric hospital for his usual treatment, but he ran away. My dad investigated how Liam was able to enter my closet, and we found out that there was a small hidden door that connected his bedroom closet to mine. We don't know why it was there, though. But Liam seemed to have found out about it and used it so he could hide from his parents. No wonder no one could find him. That was my creepiest experience. Do you have a creepy experience? Share it with us in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this story, share it with your friends and let us get this video to 1,000 likes. And don't forget to check out our other nutty stories.